is a true Renaissance man. He writes, he acts, he produces, and he's one of the few people to ever be nominated for an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony Award in the same year. He does it all. Please welcome the most talented Alda.
The beard is because you're in yet another movie?
I'm making another movie. That's why I have a beard.
You are so busy.
Playing a guy who like lives in the woods in Missouri, and I think I look like I live in the woods.
No, you look good. You never look bad. But first of all, I know you married 50 years to Arlene.
Yeah.
So, you know, how'd you do that for 50 years? The same person in this industry. Just a quick answer.
We love each other.
There you go.
Wow.
All right.
I mean, that's like about the only way you can do it, I think.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
Okay, it's terrible when you hate each other.
Yeah, that's harder. Yeah.
Listen, what'd you think of the belly?
Yeah.
I loved it. It was great. Very nice. It looked really real.
Working on it. I've been working on it.
Congratulations. It's nice.
You know what, Alan? I love that you've been married 50 years because in Hollywood, that is a long time.
I'm not so sure. Did anybody do a study on that? Why don't you get somebody to study that? Because I get the impression the divorce rate is terrible all over the country, 50% or worse. Yeah. And I can't believe that it isn't bad in every profession, except when they follow celebrities around. Yeah. They want the dirt on them. They don't do the dirt on the guy who runs General Motors.
Well, but somehow you think of, it's a little easier to get divorced because there's money, there's not the same problems with us. And
look at all these guys with $1 billion. How many wives do they tend to have? You know, they just
I don't know, but you don't know, but I want to meet them.
Yeah.
When you first got married, Alan, it's very interesting because you didn't have anything. You and your wife had, what, $600?
We had $600 between us. And we spent $300 of it on the honeymoon. We got on a bus and went to Mexico. She was in the Houston Symphony playing clarinet, and we went to Mexico on a bus with chickens and things, and we stayed in Acapulco in a hotel that cost $1 a day. And it was wonderful, but it did cost us half our savings, $300.
I'm always amazed that she married you. You were out of work. I'm not out of work. You had no work.
Yeah.
Now we'll talk about you. Not only this movie, you have another one, but you were out of work. You introduced to your, I didn't know quite how to put it. You introduced Arlene to your mother, whom you have written about in an earlier book.
Yeah, my mother was
mentally ill.
Mentally ill,
and you wrote about that a great deal in your first book. I just want to get the title. Never Have Your Dog Stuffed and Other Things I've Learned.
Never have your dog stuffed. Yeah.
Okay. So here is Arlene. You have no money. You have no job. You didn't know you wanted to be an actor. You said, here's my poor mother. Could have been hereditary. Right?
Oh, yes.
And
probably
she married
was.
You.
I don't, well, you'll have to check with Arlene on that. Yeah, I know what I think? I think some people come in with a constitution that can withstand a certain amount of stress. And the same amount of stress can send some people over the edge, and others it can strengthen. And I think I was lucky because I did have a lot of stress as a kid.
But you were able constitutionally to overcome.
Plus, my mother was. By the way, it's very important, and I think it's important for people with illness in the families to know this can happen. My mother was schizophrenic and paranoid, but she loved me, and she let me know she loved me, and she bolstered my confidence.